Okay, this is a review of the Bergson Trophy for September 2014. We're having lift, first time in a couple of months doing really kind of training, so happy with that. A little bit wobble there, but surprised myself how clean that pull was. Nice and back in, slightly too far in the squat position, but some improvement in previous attempts. Paul's first lift, rock solid as usual, straight in. No problems with that whatsoever. Probably like to pull it a bit further back into his body maybe. Pretty good upright position there as well. Maybe leaning a little bit forwards, but nothing major there. John's first ever lift on the competitive stage, and typically there for a first lift, overpowered it there really. Absolutely couldn't have pulled it really high. Loaded power left over spare there. My second lift, I think one of my best lift at the competition. That just felt smooth all the way through. Pulled it back into it quite nicely. Really got going from the hips. Fine control. And again, I still think I'm maybe a little bit too far forward there in that squat position. Like I say, for the first time in 2 months, I was very happy with that. Again, Paul just couldn't control that overhead position. I think he just hopped a bit forwards. In that pull, there he goes, hopping forwards, putting him a little bit off balance. And just never got to stabilise the weight overhead. John's second lift, again, really over pulling it. The nerves of the competition, the adrenaline flowing. He's really giving that a good rip there. You can see he's leaning back, overcompensating to bring his head through, and then the bar comes behind him and he can't stabilise it. Again, just really good experience of being on the platform for the first time. My third snatch, probably the most explosive of the three snatches I've done there. Real happy with that pulling position. Again, I think I'd probably just say maybe a bit overhead. Need to kind of maybe a bit more upright, but I was very happy with those for the first time in 2 months doing anything really kind of meaningful. And then John again, he just let it go too far behind him. He actually had a better pull this time. Didn't over pull it really. And then he just chest dropped. Bar was then too far behind his head and actually overturned his elbow there. My first clean and jerk. It was fairly conservative, my first lift. Probably leaning too far back on that jerk. Yeah, weight was a bit too far behind me, didn't really bend that back leg. I got pulled up for that for having my feet parallel, so that's a good thing to remember for all lifters. Make sure you get your feet level. Again, Paul was struggling that weight at the wall, but then you can see there on the platform, bang. All the power in the world there, went straight from floor to chest without really thinking about it. As always, Paul, pretty solid overhead in a jerk position. Probably could do a longer stride in there, but again, lift was made easily. No need to worry about that. Again, John really kind of over pulling things there, really smashing the weight overhead. Needs to maybe secure that back leg on the jerk. You see here, he wobbles around a little bit, not really on his toes. I think he do with a wider stance on his jerks. I think I'm a little bit leaning forward on my cleans there. I think to maybe a bit more upright in the front squat position. Nice up and drive. The weight's more balanced position for me now. I think I'm a little bit more balanced in that jerk there, so I'm very happy with that. Paul's second attempt. A little bit heavy for him this time, so he pushed a bit, his weight up a little bit there, and a much more positive foot placement on his jerks. Go down, turn over, a bit more upright on his front squat than I am. That's where I'm kind of aiming to be. And a really explosive hip drive. Weight nice and neutral, weight overhead. Quality jerk from Paul. And John's third lift, I think. I think he really struggles with his back foot. You can see that it wobbles out and loses balance. Go down, turn over, catches it very high again. Power's not a problem for John here. He's just keeping that technical aspect to that jerk, keeping the feet in line, using hips and knees to take the impact, and keeping balanced. Just gives way on him. I think he finally kind of stabilised it overhead. my third lift. A little bit more upright in that front squat position coming out the clean, so I'm a little bit happy with that. I thought it was actually a much punchier jerk for me, so I was a bit more comfortable with that jerk. Weight comes in back, and your hip comes through pretty well. Happy with the hip arm turnover. Hips do come up a little bit there. Recovered quite well. I thought I probably could get that feet moving a little bit better, but more balanced than my first attempt.